Hello and welcome to the Charlotte Roval. It's Roval for the Midwest Motorsports F3 racers, finishing up the last minute or so of practice before we go to a 10-minute qualifying session. Should be exciting. Midwest-motorsports.com is the website. We're glad you're here. If you're looking for a racing league, this is a great one to join on Tuesday evenings. This is race 12 of 17. We'll go through it. We're looking at number 26, your points leader, Johan de Roy. We were, as he finishes up practice. There he is. Riding with two wheels on the apron. Shortest distance around the track. Again, just wrapping up some practice. But he is your points leader. We give him a couple of minutes to get a couple before we come. Looks like 18 cars tonight, so a pretty decent field. All right, finish the lap you're on for. Looks like Jason Phillips turning some fast times. Might be one to look out for if practice is any indication. Got Colin Huffman working the cameras tonight and riding on the roll hoop with Johan de Roy. Qualifying is underway. All right, sorry for the quiet time there. Well, we do have a couple of part-timers racing with us tonight. I believe Eric Thaler, I don't see him very often. Good to see him racing with us tonight, getting some time on the Charlotte Roval. Jason Phillips now doing some purple sectors. Straight to the top. Not everybody has turned a lap in yet, so not quite, or just over 2 minutes in. Colin Huffman working the cameras. Josh Watt, dedicated race control. Taking a very wide entry using all of the track surface to help round the corners out. Charlotte Roval, 2.28 miles, 17 turns, utilizing NASCAR 1 and 2. We put a little chicane in the back straight here. Turn 11, 12 is the exit, using all of the track. I believe that's Phillips. Goes to P2. Meanwhile, Max Bauer, top of the charts right now. All right, back to the Charlotte Roval. 17 turns. A little bit of elevation change, a total of 35 feet. A lot of it considering the high bank and a couple other little rolling hills like this one here. Coming in, turn 1, clipping that wall, pit wall exit. Here we go, riding along through turn 3. Turn 4, a really wide exit out of turn 4, using all the track. Hopping the curbs there. Coming into 5. See if we can stay with Max Bauer as he puts in a hot lap. There's that elevation change, a little bit of a dip and dive. Go through 7 and all 8 into NASCAR's 1 and 2, considered turns 9 and 10 on the Roval. 2 wheels on the apron. We're going to definitely be watching that apron line. Here's the back chicane. Using all the road, cutting the corner. Again, maintaining 2 wheels outside the blue line. I'm not sure exactly how tight Jason is going to call that in race control, but again, these high downforce cars easily wide open through the high bank. So the shortest distance possible. Across the line back into turn 1. Max Bauer goes to the top. His last lap was his best of 112.2. Jason Phillips with a 112.6. Johan Deroy with a 112.8. Gary G with a 113 flat. Steve Hansel in 5th with a 113.6. We did look up some other lap times as we are coming up on 4 minutes left in qualifying. The iRacing F3 track record is a 110.6. I'm assuming that's not with a fixed setup. It might be a custom setup. But 110.6, almost a second and a half faster than what these guys are running. The NASCAR Cup record for the Roval is a 122.4. So 10 seconds faster than the Cup cars are these F3 iRacers. 2.5 minutes to go. Johan Deroy, your points leader, with the 111.9. Goes to the top. His teammate in a similar livery, running P2. You're riding now with Eric Thaler, rocking the Shell Pennzoil. Penske number 15, Eric. Rolling up, almost contact with the wall there. Turn 7 and 8 before coming back on. Looks like he's probably coming in or staying out of the way, avoiding this lap, or maybe not. Definitely all the way on the apron. A little bit of lock up into the back bus stop or inner loop. I'm not sure exactly what you want to call it. Eric staying out of the way. Thanks, Eric. Getting ready for another fast lap. Eric Thaler, part-timer, joining us tonight. Glad you're here. We're glad you're watching. While you're here, don't forget to give Rivenvale a like and a follow on our Twitch stream or YouTube channel. We got more bangers into the wall. Rob Angus, a little love tap. It's going to require some new parts. Max Bauer taking every angle he can. Shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. So we'll see how close Josh calls the race tonight. My guess is as long as you don't gain a position, you should be okay. Well, that's a qualifying. Finish the lap you're on. Everybody's purple. Johan Deroy, Max Bauer. Look like it's going to be your front row. Jason Phillips and Justin Fedorowski, row 2. Gary G and Josh Bloom, row 3. Andrew Williams and Justin Thaler, 7th and 8th. Dustin Reinstedel and Christian Hill, 9th and 10th. Steve Hansel 11th, Stockner 12th. Adolfo Castillo 13, Aiden Dixon 14th. Rob Angus 15th, Peter Burrell 16th, Eric Taylor 17th, Christopher Haber, no time set. Welcome to join us if you want. All yellow for Max. I believe that's how they're going to start. Once again, tell your friends about our Twitch stream. Maybe hear your name or tell your friends and family about the broadcast and watch us on Twitch. Rivenvale, Rivenvale. Thanks to Josh Watt for running the broadcast. We can go over some points standings after race 12 of 17. Johan de Roy, with only 9 races started, 6 poles and 7 wins, sits on top of the points table. Gary Kachang, second, I believe. Yes. "76 points back" is Gary G. Here we are looking at the F3 Challenge, the Roval qualifying results. It's not where you start, it's where you finish. Everybody's coming to the line. We're going to go green for 1 hour. Not sure about fuel and tires. I know unlimited tire sets. I don't know how long they're going to last. But here we go. Waiting for the green. Johan de Roy, Max Bauer, still waiting for them to show up on the grid. Maybe they're still stretching out their fingers, getting loose. Johan de Roy, Gary Kachang, Jason Phillips, Justin Fedorowski, Justin Thaler, top 5 in points. Now the Bang Racing team shows up. Still waiting on a couple more cars to enter, I believe. Eric, Dustin, Josh, and Gary, maybe starting from the pit lane. Waiting for the lights. The anticipation builds. Gary G and Dustin Reinstedel still waiting for it to come to the grid. It would not surprise me if they are both. Here we go. The lights are up. Couple starters in the pits. 5 lights up. And a little bit of wheel span there from Max Bauer. No surprise, Johan de Roy leads him through turn 1. Justin Fedorowski and Jason Phillips switch places. Josh Bloom and Justin Thaler. Here's a replay of the start. Let's see what happens here. So we got a bum start from Eric. Eric lets everybody go. Very sportsmanlike for Eric. Not in it for the points, just wants some experience and wants to race some F3 on this Tuesday night. Back in the front, around turn 3 and 4 for the first time. Nope, I'm sorry, yeah. Back around 1 and 2, we're a lap in, into the back straight. Into the bus stop. That wall's gonna get closer and closer as the race goes on and tires wear. Drivers get a little more confident. The walls are not very forgiving. Max Bauer putting pressure on Johan de Roy for the lead. The reason why is Jason Phillips right behind him. Jason Phillips doing a great job. in the 55 car, putting pressure on Max Bauer. Johan de Roy setting the pace, keeping it cool. You got the cool chopper cam going. Love this view as they're coming around the track. Through 7 and 8. Here we go with the replay. What are we seeing here? Turn 1 and 2. Hayden Dixon. Oh, runs in the back of the Polaroid car. Oh. A little bit early in the race to be that aggressive, but a little payback there. And Alfo Castillo not making any friends. Early days, early days. Hayden Dixon, I'm sure it wasn't intentional. But a little bit more patience from everybody would definitely pay off. Jason Phillips now a little bit of a gap to Max Bauer. There we go. Looking up. Christian Hill, Josh Bloom, Andrew Williams up front. Steve Hansel ready to take advantage. Steve Hansel in the orange car. Christian Hill in the purple 5.8. Looking up at Josh Bloom in the green car. So let's see if Steve Hansel can get a slipstream on Christian Hill. Looking back at Steve Hansel. Into the bus stop they go. Down to second gear. All the way out. Rolling to third. Fourth. Fifth gear. Before the front chicane. Sixth gear. There for a second. Getting it slideways. Steve Hansel gets a better run out of the chicane. Into turn 1 they go. Side by side. Steve Hansel, can he hold on? Nice move from Steve Hansel. Christian Hill lives to fight another day. Ducks in right beside. Right behind him. Classic overtake there. Nice job by both drivers. Riding now with Eric Thaler on Adolfo Castillo on the infield. Coming through 5 and 6. Oh, sideways for Eric Thaler. Luckily nobody behind him. Trying to put the power down, getting a little excited on the gap. Look at this, Andrew Williams. And Josh Bloom now. Josh Bloom eyeing up Andrew Williams. That is a battle for 5th. Andrew Williams has it. Josh Bloom wants it. Sideways through the right left chicane. Front stretch down for another lap. Into turn 1. Andrew Williams brings it down. Josh Bloom gets a really good run out of 1. Past the pit exit. 3 and 4. Little short shoot down to turn 5. Using all the track. A little bit of elevation down and up. 5 and 6. Now around 7 and 8. Watch out for the wall on the outside. Into NASCAR 1 and 2. They go. Adolfo Castillo now and Andrew Burrell. Looks like Andrew Burrell gets a little bit of air there. Right before he's coming back onto front NASCAR 1 and 2, turns 8 and 9. Look at this, Adolfo Castillo around the outside, headed to the chicane. Andrew Burrell gives a little bit of room, but takes the inside line in the chicane. They're both clear. Let's see who gets a better run on the exit. Into the slipstream goes Adolfo Castillo, trying to hold it all the way to the chicane. Andrew Burrell stays low, keeps that line. Now on the outside for the chicane. Oh, they go side by side to the chicane. Excellent driving. That is how you go too wide, especially early in the race. Great driving there from both drivers. What are we looking at now? Christopher Hopper on the power a little bit too early or too hard. Backs it in nicely. Parks with the safety vehicles. Great driving though. Here we are one more time. Oh, there he goes. Adolfo Castillo. Sorry about that. Adolfo Castillo now all by himself. No, just 1 second back. There we go. Dustin Reinstedel now. Eyeballing Andrew Burrell into the bus stop. Oh, Adolfo Castillo goes wide and lets him go. No, that's not Adolfo. That's Hayden Dixon. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to get you excited there, Adolfo. But Dustin Reinstedel makes the pass. Once again, Andrew Burrell doing a nice job. Dustin Reinstedel goes through another lap into turn 1. Up the little crest, past pit exit. Heading now into 3 and 4. A lot of people thought they were crazy when they put a Roval inside of the Charlotte. It's turned out to be a very fun, successful track for multiple forms of racing. IMSA's been here, American Le Mans Series has been here, WeatherTech, as well as Xfinity and Cup, and Midwest Motorsports F3. Johan de Roy into turn 3 and 4 now. Your leader stretched out to almost a 4-second gap over his teammate Max Bauer. Johan de Roy showing why he is the points leader. Two wheels outside the lines, all it takes. Nice and tight into the back bus stop. Nicholas Stockner going around. It's not going to help his lap time, currently 13th. Still with a little bit of a gap, but Gary Kachang right behind him, hoping to take advantage. Gary G, number 27 in the green car. In the cockpit in the bus stop, on the back stretch, right up against the wall. Trying to get in that slipstream of Nicholas Stockner for 13th. Using just a little bit of time. See how they do coming through the start-finish chicane. Nice smooth hands there by Gary G. Into turn 1. Made up a little time through that section of the track. 3 and 4 now. Gary G currently second in points. Also with 9 start, 2 wins for the season. Gary G definitely a threat for Johan in the championship, but not if Johan keeps riding up front and staying up front. There he is, gaining a little bit of time. Let's see if he can do it around the 20-degree banking. Turns 1 and 2. Into the bus stop they go. Gary G lining up for a good exit. Nicholas Stockner forces him up high. 24 degrees banking for turn 3 and 4 in NASCAR. Gary G right on his bumper. See if he dive bombs him to the inside this lap. He's gonna wait, maybe next lap. Put pressure on Nicholas Stockner. Make Nicholas look in his mirror instead of looking up ahead. Great driving here by Gary G and Nicholas Stockner. Dustin Reinstedt looks like he made a move on Rob Angus. Oh, Gary G goes wide here. We'll stay with, there it is, Rob Angus. Oh, gets a little curve. That's what happened to Rob. Backs it in to the barrier, tire barrier, loses a wing. Dustin Reinstedt goes by. Nice replay, thanks Colin. Here's Gary G right up on the rear diffuser. Nicholas Stockner sweating bullets. Gary G has to lift a little bit to keep from running over him. Coming around the wingless car of Rob Angus, coming into pit, getting a new wing. Chooses not to use his fast repair this time. There's the dive bomb for Gary G. Nice move. Makes it work. Nicholas Stockner sees it coming. Here we are. One more look. Gary G. Nicholas lets him go. Maintains as much speed as he can through the exit of the chicane. Nice work. Here we are with another replay. Jason Phillips. What happens here? Oh, a little bit of oversteer, stops it before he makes any contact with the infield wall. One reverse. Nice job of car control there for Jason Phillips to not hit anything. It does allow Justin Thaler to get into 4th and Justin Fedorowski to get into 3rd. So Jason Phillips, definitely with the fast car tonight, knows the track. Just a little bit too much oversteer into that bus stop. Coming up on 15 minutes down. Jason Phillips trying to get that time back. Josh Bloom and behind him in the green car looking. What do we have here? Andrew Williams in the orange car. Over that 35 feet elevation. Controls the power slide and just times it just enough to slow it down. Oh, nice job to get out of everybody's way. Rather be lucky than good. Looks like Max Bauer now. What's the problem? Could be wrong. Problems. Eric Thaler. Yeah. Let's see that replay one more time if we can. Max Bauer out of 2nd place. Eric Thaler's trying to get out of the way, I'm sure. Here we are again. Just like he wasn't even there, Max. I don't know how much more room he's supposed to give you. Tried to stay out of the way and definitely just didn't see the point by. Not intentional. It definitely gave you the racing line, though. I'm sure Max Bauer's got a fast car. He'll be back. Christopher Hopper here. The 79. Trying to avoid. Pulls it down and lets everybody go. That may have been a penalty. Stop and go, maybe. Not sure. Oh, Nick Stockner goes around, staying on the power for too long. That's going to be a fast reset. There he is one more time. On the throttle. Sliding. Gets it wrong. Stays on the power. Too late now. Into the wall he goes. Wheel tether keeps it on the car, thankfully. We are still green. Steve Hansel, though, all the way up to 6th place. P6 after starting 11th. Josh Bloom there, getting around Jason Phillips. We got another damaged car trying to come in the pit. Nick Stockner's made it in the pits. Rob Angus in the pits. Riding out with Josh Bloom. 4th place. Eyeballing Justin Taylor, who's made it all the way to 3rd. Max Bauer currently in 8th after some earlier trouble. Cranking out fast lap after fast lap. Reeling in Andrew Williams in the orange car. I would expect Max Bauer to be making his way up to the front. I don't know if he'll get all the way to the front, but after starting on the front row, we know he knows the track. Very fast around here. Chasing down Andrew Williams, his next target. Riding in the cockpit. Into turn 1 they go. Down and up over the roller. Turn 3 down 4. Now Andrew Williams still trying to reel in Christian Hill. Just barely staying off of the grass. Oh, I believe that was Christian Hill going around. But Max Bauer putting pressure on Andrew Williams. .31. Adolfo Castillo, a lap down, trying to stay out of the way. Going high, getting in the marbles probably, is what happened to Adolfo. Straightens it back out, gets it going again. There's Max Bauer now finally completing the move on Andrew Williams. Andrew Williams not thrilled with that, I'm sure. Here comes Max around that 24-degree banking in NASCAR 3 and 4. Finishes them off. Max Bauer now up to 7th. Slicing and dicing around some lappers. That was close. What happens here to Chris Hopper? Trying to stay out of the way. A little too nice there, Chris. Unless that was another stop and go. Chris Hopper, newbie to F3 maybe. We're glad you're here, Christopher. Justin Taylor trying to hold off Josh Bloom. Joshua Bloom in the green car. Justin Taylor in the orange car. Justin gets a better run through that start-finish chicane. Into turn 1, Josh Bloom had reeled him in. He's going to have to go to work now and get that time back. But Justin Fedorowski, currently 2nd. Max Bauer again, working with some lap traffic. or Christian Hill. That's not lap traffic. That's the battle. Looking back at Max Bauer from Christian Hill. Christian takes a little wide line there. Max Bauer holds it tight as they come through turn 8 onto the oval. Towards the back chicane they go. Max Bauer in the slipstream. See if he can get close enough which way we're going to go. Christian Hill holds the inside. Max Bauer looking for a crossover on the exit and then to get a better run. Oh, lights him up. Making sure he avoids Christian there. Nice racing. Max Bauer pushing hard, but definitely wanting to keep it clean. It's a lot of respect for Max Bauer. Here we are, Justin Thaler got his eyes on Justin Fedorowski. Fedorowski 4th in point, holding down 2nd place right now, doing a great job. Having a great race tonight. It's Justin Fedorowski. Josh Bloom putting pressure on Justin Thaler. So Justin's trying to look ahead, but Josh Bloom filling his mirrors up. Josh Bloom on the outside forces Justin to pick a line. On the inside they go. In the slipstream, Justin Fedorowski, Justin Thaler, and Josh Bloom. Josh Bloom gets in the slipstream, forced to go wide into the front chicane, start-finish chicane. Josh Bloom gets it. Eric wants it back. Crossover. Too wide into turn 1. Josh Bloom completes the pass. Justin Thaler down a spot, but not even halfway yet. Whole lot of racing left. Whole lot of racing going on. Josh Bloom now eyeballing that 2nd place after getting around Thaler for 3rd. Josh Bloom not satisfied with 3rd, gets a huge run coming down the back straightaway into the bus stop. Justin Fedorowski on the outside, Josh Bloom holding tight, leaves the room, makes it. Joshua Bloom all the way up to 2nd place now after starting 6th. Max Bauer has caught up with Steve Hansel. Steve Hansel in 5th, Max Bauer 6th. Max Bauer eyeballing Steve. He gets him. Max Bauer now back up to 5th. Steve Hansel knows that there's 34 minutes left. I'm sorry, 34 minutes down, 25 minutes left. Eric Thaler in the pits, 5 laps down. Wonder if he's parked it. I hope not. But Max Bauer into 5th. Here we go, Justin Fedorowski and Justin Thaler in the front chicane, start-finish chicane. Fedorowski leaves him room. Oh, Justin Thaler upside down on his lid. Thank goodness for the roll hoop. Gonna have asphalt on the top of his helmet. That's not good. Here they go, Justin Thaler makes sure to leave plenty of room for Fedorowski. Fedorowski leaving room, gets up on the curbs, nowhere for Thaler to go. Up into the safer barrier, on his lid, lights out for Justin Thaler. While running in third and fourth, here we are now with Fedorowski coming into the chicane. He knows Thaler's there on the outside, so he leaves plenty of room for Thaler. That nice camera work there. Thaler takes inside as much as he can, then Fedorowski, just too much of the curb, goes out into the lane that Thaler wants. The back of the rear wheel of Fedorowski is going up. The front of the front wheel of Thaler is going down. And when there's contact, open wheel, somebody's going airborne. Justin Thaler, it's the worst end of that deal. That's going to be a full rebuild for that Dallara F3 car. Tough break for Justin Thaler while fighting for second and third place. Well, third and fourth with Fedorowski on his lid. Here it is again. You see Fedorowski just takes a lot of curb. Just good hard racing. I like how Justin Thaler was still trying to steer the car even though he was upside down, still putting steering input in. Those wheels are in the air. Hate to see that. Tough break. It's really going to hurt Justin Fedorowski, who stays on the track with some damage. So may not hurt Fedorowski as much as I might have thought. But here we are, Andrew Williams and Christian Hill fighting for fifth and sixth. Andrew Williams in the orange car, Christian Hill in the purple car. Coming around 1 and 2. Christian Hill right on the back bumper of Andrew Williams. Andrew Williams holds them off for now. Once again, using all the track on the infield short chute between turns 4 and 5. Andrew Williams and Christian Hill having a great race tonight. Guys have been going at it the whole time. Coming up on the halfway mark, we got Dustin Reinstedel in the pits, Gary G in the pits. Eric Thaler finally gets a new wing, a new helmet, back on track, coming out. Oh, Eric Thaler. Good to see Eric back on track. Several laps down, just staying out of traffic. Don't mind me. After you? No, after you. Thank you, Eric. Glad you're racing tonight. Here's Joshua Bloom in second. He is 25 seconds back from your leader, but still cranking out some very competitive laps. Looks like Johan de Rooij's infield run, Sector 2, seems to be where he's making all of his lap time. The only one in the 9s in Sector 2. Johan de Rooij. But Max Bauer now working on Justin Fedorowski. Justin Fedorowski's maintaining third place, even after that contact with Justin Thaler. Nicholas Stockner comes in the pit, but Max Bauer now looking to take over third place from Justin Fedorowski. I'm guessing We're going to have to pit here soon. Just past the halfway, so everybody's made it in one stop, unless there's been involved in incidents. Standing room only in the crowd. Max Bauer, Justin Fedorowski, not putting up too much of a fight. I don't blame him. Justin seen enough action tonight, wanting to hold on to his strong fourth place in the points. Fourth place in this race. Max Bauer takes over the third spot. Nice racing from Max Bauer. Max Bauer has had 8 starts. No win. Top 5, couple of top 10s. Max Bauer 8th in points. But on the same team, the Bang Racing team with the leader, Johan de Roy, who we are riding with now as he goes through the bus stop, on to NASCAR 3 and 4. For another lap, Justin Fedorowski pits, Christian Hill pits. Johan de Roy into pit lane, here he comes. All right, first gear, 40 miles an hour. Pit lane, seeing its crowd. Johan de Roy had a 20 or a 30-second lead plus. See if Andrew Williams can get by. Max Bauer now in second. What happens to Hayden Dixon here? Coming out of, just a little bit too much curb. Big contact with the wall. Oh, he's seeing Tweety Birds and stars. Here we go again with Hayden Dixon. Through turn 1 and 2. A little too much in that sausage curb in turn 3. Sends him to the wall rough. It was about 360s. Flat spin. And the Polaroid F3 is going to need some new body work after that one. Sausage curb, wall, parts, carbon everywhere. Thank you, iRacing. Not the first time that's happened. These cars not very forgiving over the sausage curbs, doing their job, playing the role of track limits. Sleeping police, some might call them. Meanwhile, Johan de Roy in and out of the pits in the lead. Joshua Bloom in second, Jason Phillips third, Justin Fedorowski fourth, Andrew Williams, we're riding with now, up into fifth. Max Bauer in and back out with enough fuel to make it to the end. All right, pit cycles are done. We are racing to the end. 24 minutes to go. Riding with Andrew Williams. Boiling Springs, South Carolina is Andrew Williams. Got a tuxedo cat and an orange cat. We got Pepper and Ferruccio riding along with them, giving him some holding on to fifth place right now. Orange Wheel Racing, OWR, See that on the side of his car there? Logitech G27, Fanatec pedals, basic rig, NASCAR fan with Kyle Larson. Who can blame you for that? Looking good, Andrew Williams taking it to the front. Right now in 5th after starting 7th. Here we are with Josh Bloom, who's another guy who's having a really good run tonight. Holding down 2nd place, 2 seconds now ahead of Jason Phillips. But Josh Bloom, 7th in points, 9 races, 4 top 5s. Not too far behind Steve Hansel for 6th in the points. So Josh Bloom currently 7th in the points, looking to gain some ground with tonight's run. Having a great run, it's Josh Bloom. Omaha, Nebraska, 25-year-old Josh Bloom. Fanatec DD1. Big F1 fan, Josh Bloom. Here we are now with Justin Thaler, reeling in Rob Angus. Down to 2nd gear, into the bus stop. Going through the gears. Around NASCAR 3 and 4. Justin Thaler, currently 12th. Looking through turn 1. It's got skid marks on the top of the bodywork there is Justin Thaler. After that upside down trip now, currently 12th, working his way back through the field. Rocking the Flatlanders sponsorship tonight. That tire bundle out of turn 8, I'm surprised it has not seen more drama. Everybody gets real close to that tire bundle. Shortest way exit out of turn 8. Here we go into the bus stop. Putting the power down. Rob Angus holding a nice smooth line also. Can't fault Rob Angus for the way he's driving right now. Rob Angus also seen some action today. Justin Thaler carries a lot more speed into the chicane, cannot take advantage on the exit without running over him. Oh, on the inside of turn 1 he goes. Justin Thaler. Rob Angus does not want to push it and get too aggressive right now. I don't blame you, Rob. Keep those incidents points low. Still great racing. Nice job by Justin Thaler to get around. Riding with Justin Fedorowski now. Up and over. Through turn 8 he goes. Johan DeRoy just cranking out 112 after 112. After 112, Fedorowski in the 114s. Josh Bloom and Jason Phillips in the 112s, though. Johan DeRoy proving once again, if you're going to get the championship, you're going to have to go through this guy. Through the bus stop, On to 3 and 4. NASCAR 3 and 4 he goes once again. Whipping the red and white curb. Careful to avoid the taller blue curbs. There's Jason Phillips in third currently. Trying to chase down Joshua Bloom. Got him in his sights. Less than a second now. Jason Phillips. Chattanooga, Tennessee. Racing down the 80 of Josh Bloom in the green car. Here we go. What are we seeing? Joshua Bloom. Oh, loses it. Oh, it gets sideways. Coming through turn 8. Stays in front. I think you're calling for the replay. Jason Phillips does not take advantage. Fair play to Jason Phillips. Not worth risking it right now, but definitely applying pressure. Jason Phillips wants it. Third in the points right now. Going through 3 and 4 on the little short chute between 4 and 5. Up the little roller. Hugging that concrete barrier. There's 6 out to the wall. 7 and 8. There he goes. Joshua Bloom coming upon lap traffic. Holding it nice and tight. See if he goes into 6th just for a second. Left curb, right curb across the line into turn 1. Jason Phillips still less than a second behind, really putting pressure on. I believe that's Rob Angus in the 88. I don't know if it's a coincidence that Rob's last name is Angus and his livery is a cow. Maybe a little sense of humor there, I don't know. I might be reading too much, taking it too serious, but... Okay, I'm wrong. That was not Rob Angus. All right, sorry, Rob. I take it all back. The lap car, Josh Bloom and Jason Phillips now are around the lap car. Who goes around? Yeah, let's ride with Steve Hansel first. All by himself into the bus stop. What happens here? Steve Hansel gets a little ambitious. Forgets to brake. We're in an F3 car. Here it is with Andrew Burrell. That's who's in the cow. Nice little pirouette, showing off in front of the camera. Good car control. Sorry, Andrew Burrell. Sorry, Rob Angus. See, this is what happens when Johan DeRoy just gets out front and checks out. I have to make correlations that aren't even close. Hopefully you'll forgive me when we get back to calling this race. Josh Bloom still holding down second place, 34 seconds behind Johan, but Jason Phillips putting the pressure on with, we got 14 minutes to go, 13 and change. Joshua Bloom hoping this lap car is going to get out of the way for him. I see tire smoke up ahead. No panic from Josh Bloom though. Into turn one, over the rise, past pit out. I'm liking Jason Phillips' line though. Gotta be honest, it looks like he's just waiting for the right time to pounce. Great in-car view with Jason Phillips, needs to rip a tear off. Otherwise, maybe Josh Bloom's spitting some oil out. I don't know. Here we go, riding with Andrew Williams. Uh-oh, what happens here? Oh, sausage curb again. Oh, we saw that get Rob Angus earlier. Luckily, he missed the first set of tire barriers, but just a little too eager on entry, takes the sausage curb, upsets the car, misses the first wall by inches, and across into the second wall, all the way to the guardrail. More carbon, more tires and wheels everywhere. Here we go, one more time. Little inside curb there on the blue. Around it goes, sends him sideways. You're along for the ride now. Kablamo. That's not going to help. Andrew Williams now all the way down to 12th. Still in the pits getting repaired. Jason Phillips stalking like a predator. Joshua Bloom making no mistakes up to this point. But Jason Phillips, again in the Michael Jordan livery, number 55, start-finish chicane, right up on the diffuser now of Joshua Bloom. Make no mistakes. Jason Phillips is here. He wants it. Here we go, out of 4. 24, Steve Hansel in front of Josh Bloom. Steve Hansel is a regular. I'm sure he'll not put up a fight. Steve Hansel is in his own race, so not obligated to pull over, but Max Bauer's another 23 seconds up. Steve Hansel kindly gets out of the way. Great sportsmanship. Less than 10 minutes to go. What's going to happen here? This is the best race on the track. For second place, Jason Phillips wants it. Joshua Bloom has it. I'm not a betting man, but I couldn't, even if I was, I'm not sure I'd want to bet on this. Joshua Bloom has been inch perfect up to this point. It's going to come down to one mistake. Jason Phillips. What am I missing? I show him in the pits. Did he miscalculate his fuel? Oh no! Oh. Too bad, so sad. Holds on to 4th so far. There he is, nobody behind him. Nobody in front of him. So we're looking at 7 seconds in front 9 seconds behind. So Jason Phillips holds off fourth. Let's see how far he can get. If you come in to get tires, maybe sacrifice one position for a much better lap time. He was turning 112s. I don't know if you can get much faster than that. Less than 8 minutes to go now. Jason Phillips has made his bed. Joshua Bloom breathing a sigh of relief, though. Now with 15 seconds over Justin Fedorowski after earlier tangle with Justin Thaler. Justin Thaler, by the way, has made it all the way back up to 9th. So decent run for Justin. The 00. Eyeballing Dustin Reinstedel. These guys are friends off the track. Let's see what kind of race we got here. This is for bragging rights, if not for points. I know they're both racing for points, but the group chat is going to be very interesting after this one. Let's see if Justin Thaler can get around Dustin Reinstedel. Dustin, a very accomplished racer in his own right. Take nothing away from Justin Thaler, though. After being on his lid, has made it all the way back up to 9th. Dustin Reinstedel making clean laps. Oh, Justin Thaler gets a much better run through that start-finish chicane. Inside of turn 1. Leaves plenty of room for Dustin out there. Dustin lets him go. All right, Justin Thaler's buying beer after this one. 8th place now for Justin Thaler. Dustin Ryan settled down a spot. Justin Thaler's in 5th in the points. We will not talk about Dustin. We know he missed a couple of races while they were rerouting the internet cables. Christian Hill. What happens here on the start-finish chicane? A little too eager on the entry. 1, 2 cars go by. Waiting now for the right time to come back on and rejoin. Back with Dustin Reinstedel. I'm not going to mention where Dustin is in the points again. He's missed a couple of races, but still enjoys racing with us. Here's Fedorowski. P3 right now. Through the chicane. Into turn 1, Justin Fedorowski. 4th place in points. Jason Phillips, 5th. They flip-flopped last week after last week's race at Belle Isle. So let's see what happens after this week. Justin Fedorowski holding down 3rd. Jason Phillips only 7 seconds back. We got here Max Bauer being very patient. Looks like Christian Hill in front of him. Christian Hill having a great run, currently 5th. I think Christian might be a little bit outmatched by Max Bauer here. But Christian Hill fighting hard, holding the inside lines. They go 2 wide through turn 5. Now 6. Max Bauer trying to go around the outside. Has the inside line for 6, 7, and 8 now. Max Bauer set that up by going outside of 5 and 6. 2 wide through 5 and 6. What a move. Max Bauer showing some definite car skill here. Move Christian Hill down to 6th. Still up 4 spots from his qualifying spot. So Christian Hill having a good run tonight. Max Bauer just went purple that lap. 1:11.6. Previous lap. Sorry about that. There's a nice overhead view of the Charlotte Roval. Your leader, Johan de Roy, working his way through 5 now, 6 and 7, and 8. On to the high bank, NASCAR 3 and 4. I'm sorry, NASCAR 1 and 2. Into the bus stop with 3 minutes to go. Johan de Roy showing us how it's done. We got spinners. Andrew Williams. Did he do that all by himself? Now in 12th. A little too much curb again for Andrew Williams. Just upsets the car. Can't correct it. Nose is into the wall. That's turn 1 and 2. A little too much curb and just too much throttle. Little snap over. Tries to correct. Into the wall he goes. Carbon fiber guys. Gonna have a lot of work to do. Justin Thaler now. Currently in 8th. Hunting down Steve Hansel. Less than a second apart now. Into the start-finish chicane. Justin Thaler. Looks like you're going to get this one and one more. So we're going to finish this lap and then one more. Depending on where Johan is when the time runs out. But here we go. Justin Thaler behind Steve Hansel. Battle of the orange cars. Justin Thaler. Well, you cannot lie about your racing line with this camera angle. Showing exactly where you're gaining or losing. Steve Hansel pulling away just enough. Johan de Roy takes fast lap back with a 1:11.4. But Justin Thaler reeling him in. Oh no, what happened to Justin Fedorowski in 3rd? Watching a replay of Justin Fedorowski. Oh, big time lockup. Over the curb, finds reverse really quick. Nice job. Here, let's ride along with him. Little brake lock up and then over the sausage curves we're gonna go. Going for a ride. Oh, straight line it. Better than oversteering. Nice. He found reverse really quick. Nice work for Fedorowski. Johan de Roy, 30 seconds to go. Taking his time, he's going to get one more lap. All right, finish the lap you're on. Johan de Roy waving to the crowd, waving to the corner workers. Stretching that lead in the championship even more. 76 points right now. Gary G not having a great run. Jason Phillips and Justin Fedorowski. One point apart. Oh, that's going to be very interesting. But let's give it up for Johan de Roy. Another flag to flag victory for Johan de Roy. All he has to do is finish this lap. You got 44 seconds. Johan de Roy bringing around NASCAR 3 and 4 one last time. Into the start-finish chicane. Justin Thaler trying to make a move on Steve Hansel, but Johan de Roy taps the wall on his way to checker. That was close. Congratulations. Here we go. Justin Thaler and Steve Hansel. Around turn 7. Now turn 8, Steve Hansel in front of Justin Thaler. This is for 7th place. Steve Hansel has it. Justin Thaler wants it on this final lap. Steve Hansel brakes hard to get a good run out of the chicane. One more chicane to go. Justin Fedorowski and Jason Phillips. Another battle. This definitely has championship implications. Around NASCAR 3 and 4, one more chicane for these guys. Steve Hansel holds off Justin Thaler. But here we go, Justin Fedorowski in the yellow car, Jason Phillips in the Jordan car. Gets around. Nice work. Eric Thaler just wants to show off one more time. Back it up. Throw it in reverse. Step on it. Step on it. Nice, Eric. Justin Fedorowski and Jason Phillips. Great racing, both of you guys. Johan DeRoy, your winner at Charlotte Roval. Congratulations to Johan DeRoy and his sidekick Godzilla, his Gecko. Another flag-to-flag victory. Johan DeRoy, Montreal, Canada. Parks it right on the start-finish line. One more little burnout for us. There he goes. Nice work. Charlotte Motor Speedway logo. Here's Eric Thaler in the 15 Penske Dallara. Locks it up sideways. Does a little pirouette for us. There's your final results. Johan DeRoy, Joshua Bloom, Justin Fedorowski, Jason Phillips, Max Bauer rounds out the top 5. Christian Hill, 6th, Steve Hansel, 7th, with a great battle with Justin Thaler for 8th, Dustin Reinsettle, 9th, and Andrew Burrell with the top 10. Congratulations, everybody. That's your F3 challenge, Charlotte Roval. I think we have the winner, Johan DeRoy, with us in the booth. Another flag-to-flag victory. How did it go out there today, Johan?
Yeah, it was a good race. Another good start and good pace in all the race. So yeah, it was a good win today.
I'd say. So tell us again about your preparation. I know you get some practice sometimes. Did you have a chance to do a couple of practice races, or just a little bit before you got on today?
Yeah, I did a lot of practice like yesterday and today, and yeah, practice goes really well. So I was confident on the grid.
Yeah, so that's what it's going to take to beat Johan, if that's possible. We haven't seen it. 9 races, 7 wins. Make that 10 races and 8 wins now. Congratulations once again, Johan. What do you think of anybody you want to give any shout out to this week?
Josh Bloom make a really good race. I don't know where he have finished or if something happened in like the couple of last lap, but on all the race he had a good pace and a good battle, I think, with Jason. So yeah, a big shout out to him.
I agree 100%. Josh Bloom finished second. It was about 35 seconds or 40 seconds behind you when it was all said and done. But you're right, Josh Bloom definitely held his own tonight, and congratulations to him. I think that's cool. So do you do iRacing other than the Midwest Motorsports Leagues? You don't have to mention any leagues or tell any secrets, but I see your iRating is pretty high up there, and so it says a lot about, this obviously isn't your first rodeo, as they say. So where else do you give credit to your skills on iRacing?
Yeah, I do a couple of official race, but yeah, I focus a lot on the league. But yeah, sometimes I do some official race to get more confident in the car, and yeah, for sure I want to have the highest I rating.
Yeah. Well, we're glad to have you. We appreciate you racing with us at Midwest Motorsports. You make it look easy. We know and appreciate that it's not. So continue keeping doing a good job. All right, one more question about the Red Bull Ring, the A1 Ring in Austria. Any experience there? I know it's a popular track, very
Yeah,
world
yeah,
famous track. And what do you think?
yeah. I love this track. I race. I did a couple of race in official at this track, and I love it. So I hope to have a win here, and it's the home Grand Prix of my teammate. So I hope to him to have a really good race, and yeah.
All right, that's good. Well, if anybody's going to beat you, Johan, they better bring their A game next week for A1 Ring. Thanks again for joining us at Midwest Motorsports, Johan.
You're welcome.
All right, thank you. Next week, we go to Austria, like you said. So I hope you'll come back and join us, midwest-motorsports.com. And look forward to seeing you next Tuesday for the F3 Challenge as we go to Austria. Also, Friday, we are racing trucks. Saturday, Xfinity, and Sunday Cup. Check out midwest-motorsports.com for all the info. For Colin Huffman, Joshua Watt, and the trucks, I'm James J. signing off. Thanks again for joining us.